I'm Steve Johnson, News Director of theDove TV. Watch more videos from the Dove newsroom at theDove.us. Good morning, I'm Steve Johnson with a reminder to get our app on your smartphone or tablet. You can also watch the Dove on our website or on our Roku channel. In the news today, Donald Trump says President Obama doesn't have courage. During last night's Republican debate, the billionaire asked whether Congress bears responsibility for the Syrian refugee crisis, says he would have gone in with tremendous force when the Syrian regime attacked its own people. While leading in the polls, Trump was the target for much of the questions, including comments Trump had made about one of the candidates.
Last week in Rolling Stone magazine, Donald Trump said the following about you, quote, "Look at that face. Would anyone vote for that? Can you imagine that, the face of our next president?" Mr. Trump later said he was talking about your persona, not your appearance. Please feel free to respond what you think about his persona.
You know, it's interesting to me, Mr. Trump said that he heard Mr. Bush very clearly and what Mr. Bush said. I think women all over this country heard very clearly what Mr. Trump said.
Trump and 10 other hopefuls debated at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library in Simi, California. Earlier, 4 lower-tier candidates, New York Governor George Pataki, South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, former Senator Rick Santorum, and Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal debated. Well, a senior official with the International Organization for Migration says the massive increase in Syrians seeking refuge in Europe is largely driven by the inability of overwhelmed Mideast countries to cope with the crisis. The official says countries like Lebanon and Jordan have reached their utmost limits, which forces Syrians to seek refuge elsewhere, contributing to the tides of migrants and refugees heading to Europe. However, in what some leaders might see as convoluted logic, Syrian President Bashar Assad is blaming Western governments for supporting terrorists who have caused his residents to flee.
It's not about Europe didn't accept them or inbred them as refugees. It's about not dealing with the cause. Stop, if you are worried about them, stop supporting terrorists.
The vast majority of Syria's 4 million refugees reside in neighboring countries. Lebanon hosts 1.1 million, makes them a quarter of its population. Well, the fire danger for areas of southern Oregon have dropped as a result of some rain relief. Wednesday's rain brought the danger level from extreme down to high for Jackson and Josephine counties. That allows public use of chainsaws and other power-driven machines to be used until 1 p.m. But the forestry's Brian Ballou says the dry weather for the weekend could increase restrictions that would be put back in place.
Saturday, we're supposed to be in the high 80s, low 90s, and, you know, beyond that, if it's going to stay in that kind of a temperature pattern without any more rain, you could see a rebound in the fire danger level and go back up.
Well, let's take a look at what we can expect on the weather scene concerning that particular issue as we look to the weather of Northern California and Wairika. A 20% chance of rain today. Temperatures on the increase of 81 on Friday up to 91 on Sunday. As we move into the Klamath Basin, slight chance of rain today, a high of 62, then temperatures on the rise to 85 by Sunday. As we move along the Oregon coastal area, 50% chance of rain today, then clearing out tomorrow with highs in the low 70s, and then back down to a chance of rain on Sunday and Monday. As we move into the Bend area of Central Oregon, a pretty good chance of rain today with a high of 59, temperatures up to 82 by Sunday. And for Southern Oregon, in the Medford, Grants Pass, and Ashland area, slight chance of rain tonight, and then temperatures on the rise as well into the 80s Friday and Saturday, 91 by Sunday. That's a look at news and weather right here on the Dove.